I was the photographic officer for the 5th Marine Division, and the 5th Marine Division had in its area of responsibility Mount Suribachi. It was decided that they would send a patrol up to see whether or not it was secure, because the mountain was honeycombed with caves and positions. It had been a significant point of observation for the Japanese, and so we had to get rid of it because it was causing too much of a devastation. So the patrol went up and said, well, it looks like it's pretty well secured. So they sent up another group, and with them they had a flag. And sure enough, they found a good pole up there, and they put it on it and put the flag up. But it was too small. It was obvious to everybody on the shore that something had to be done. My boss came to me and said, Norm, they're going to put up a larger flag so that it can be seen by everybody. So I got word to two of my photographers, Bill Janoust, the movie man, and Bob Campbell, a still photographer, and I said, you better get over there to the mountain and go up there. Going to put another flag up. On the way, they discovered Joe Rosenthal also going up. When the second flag went up, Rosenthal just got it by luck, and so did Bill Janoust. They were talking to each other, and Janoust was on Rosenthal's left, and he decided to go over and get on Rosenthal's right just at the time they started to pick the flag up, and Rosenthal said, hey, Bill, it's going right now. And Bill turned around and shot, and Rosenthal shot, and that was it. There were several things that caused the myth about the flag raisings. One was the fact that Joe Rosenthal was asked when he arrived at Guam whether or not he had posed a photograph on top of Mount Suribachi, and he said yes. But the picture he posed was a group of men underneath the flagpole. Then there were a lot of professional photographers that thought the picture was so good that he must have posed it. And Joe's answer to that was, if I was going to pose a picture, I wouldn't pose it with everybody's face turned away from me. It was an uplifting thing for the public at home. They thought that meant the battle was over. It really wasn't, because the battle went on for another 27 or 28 days. But the public now has gone through 4 years of war. They were tired. They needed a lot of spurring to keep going in the war plans. And by appearing on the front pages of practically every newspaper in the country, it did it.
I had never seen a Japanese before in my life. They spoke an unintelligible language, and they were quite edgy also, screaming and yelling and beating and slapping and threatening us with bayonets. It was quite upsetting.